Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 44 of the Pichu London Cup Series. Today we're at Watkins Glen International for the running of the Goal Bowling at the Glen. Back on the road course as it's one more race before we get to the regular season finale at Daytona. On the pole for this one will be the 23 Quinn Porter. He won last weekend at Michigan. He's looking for another victory today. And Daniel Voiles sits alongside him in the front row. He's looking for his 5th win of the season here at the Glen. As we take a look at the rest of the drivers here today's race. And Leia Walker and Luke Walker, both their home track. They'll both be running for the fans here today. You see Leia's in the 94, Luke is in the 55. So we're about to get to the green flag here at the Glen for a 20-lap race around Thunder Road here in New York State. Oh, one car did not get going. Believe that's Kyle Gordon. Niall O'Hare, I'm sorry. It was Niall O'Hare that did not get going in the 24 car. That's a tough break for him. But we're going to get this race going. 20 laps at the Glen. And here we go to the green flag. We're underway at Watkins Glen, New York. Here at the Goal Bowling at the Glen. Oh, a terrible start for the 23 team. My goodness, it was like he just never got going. Wow, that just came out of nowhere. That just sucked. That just came out of nowhere for the 23. He just dropped down to 4th. My goodness, what happened to him on that start? It was just not so great. Right into the chute, right down the S's. And first lap, it looks like Daniel Voiles will take the first lap. The 3 car, he's just been on another level in this regular season with 4 wins this season. Maybe this will be the chance he'll get number 5. Hayden Stringer just took 2nd place from the 23 car, and the 24 is off. He's going to be out of pit road, and he's going to be back on the track, and he will run this race. So Niall O'Hare is back out on the track. That Highline has just been not so great in turn 1. It's just not been a one to make a pass at. As these guys are trying to make a move right now back and forth. Niall O'Hare has rejoined the track on the lap down here. And the 3 car Daniel Voiles in front right now over the 19 Hayden Stringer. Stringer's running in the 2nd position right now. And there's 3rd place Richard Morphy. He's running a solid race in 3rd right now. Might have a chance to win this thing. There's your top 10 right here with Unleasher Quillies now in the 6th position. Oh, 16 Draven Sand, a little too high there, but he does avoid wrecking. He does save it though. And all these drivers all trying to get into the playoffs in the penultimate race before we get to the regular season finale at Daytona. So all these are trying to get a win and maybe try to put their names onto the playoff list. Daniel Voiles, though, has 4 wins, and he might try to make it 5 here today. And if he does have 5 wins this season, that's 1 off the record of most wins in a single season, and I think Pichu set that mark in the very first season. It was a mark that we thought would never be achieved, would never be tied, but Daniel Voiles might have a chance to do so, might even overtake it during the playoffs. I mean, Daniel Voiles has just been dominant this season right now with 4 wins to his belt. And under his belt, he has 4 wins this season. Before, he spent 20 seasons without a victory in the PLCS, back and forth with rides and all other teams, and race competing and not competing. But Daniel Voiles has come from behind, and now he is back, and once again, he is leading this race. Man, it's just been another level for Daniel Voiles so far, and he's the favorite to win this championship, obviously. All those wins, all those bonus points he'll be achieving to start things off. Might almost be a Sherlock going through the first round with all the on just points alone. Will we see him in the championship floor? Maybe. Likely, I would say likely, because the 3 car has just been that good. It's just been that solid here throughout the entire season. Hayden Stringer, though, was closing in a little bit on the 3, though. We'll see if he does have a run against him. It's going to be tough to get here. It's going to be tough to get Daniel Voiles. But we'll see as we reach the 5th lap of this race. There's Kyle Gordon trying everything he can to catch up with the pack. Let's talk about the drivers in the back right here. Alexander Rowe, he already has a win this season. We'll have to check on the points to see who's eligible and who's not eligible for the playoffs among the winners. I do know that Alexander Rowe is one of the drivers that has won a race this season. There you see some of the rookies below running. Aiden Bigelow, his first big season in the PLCS. He's running alongside Dan Moen Sr., couple rookies here getting their first look at the Glen here in this the PLCS. There's Auto Club winner Ronald Maravilla trying to gain on Nick Salmon in the 18 car, and Sergio Suarez, a winner from New Hampshire. He's trying to get in the playoffs with points, but right now below and not what he needs at this point. Mitch Barrier in the 7 car, another one of the rookies trying to make a name for himself here this season. And there's Luke Walker as well. Luke Walker in the 55 in his home track. As I mentioned earlier, he's running alongside Leia Walker in their home track here for the fans. And Luke Walker, 31st position, but positions right now don't matter for Luke and Leia. They just want to race here, a full race at the Glen, give the fans, the home fans, a bit of a little show. So Luke Walker having a blast here. Priya McShane running 29th position. And there's Garrett Albertson, who won 2 races so far this season, in the 28th position. Albertson is a 2-time winner. Sonoma at first, we didn't count it because of the controversial finish that was left behind. But, we just decided to keep it as is and made Albertson eligible for the playoffs. But he did achieve another victory later in the season at Knoxville, so Albertson has 2 wins now that'll count towards his playoff eligibility. Dmitry Baranovsky, we saw him win it in the Indianapolis road course earlier this season. Probably not going to get another road course win here today, but he's running a pretty solid race in the top 30. And there's Leia Walker. We mentioned Luke Walker earlier today. Luke Walker is running alongside Leia here in their home track, giving one for the fans, 26th position. Isaiah Bernash, and there's Ryan Durrani. Bernash has, I believe, 2 wins this season. Right now has 19 wins in the PLCS. He's just 1 away from 20, and he would be only the 6th driver in the series history with 20 wins in the PLCS among drivers, race winners. He'd be tied for 5th most all-time with Anthony Lopez in the wins column if he were to get another victory here this season. And Bernash sure would love to get another victory at this point. A little far behind, though, in this one, but maybe in the regular season finale, who knows. to Ryan Durante now. Durante 24th, and then there's Coda Butcher, who won at this track. I think he got his first career win here at the Glen, I believe, in that same number 99, believe it or not. So Butcher, though, 23rd right now. He's running a pretty solid race. Haven't mentioned much about Samad Ozkan. The 11 car of Samad Ozkan, defending series champion, has already 2 wins under his belt. So now he's looking for another one here today at Watkins Glen, looking for maybe another one at Daytona. He's definitely going to have a shot at trying to defend his championship. We'll have to wait and see, though, how far the 11 will go, if they'll make it to the Championship 4 again. There's JP Latara running in the 20th position, and he and Matt Gomes are very close friends. Both are from Brazil, believe it or not. Both are from the same country. And Matt Gomes gave a huge congratulations to Lataro for winning the Coca-Cola 600 earlier this season. And Matt Gomes, he's a winner himself this season. He won at the second race at the Daytona Road Course. So both Brazilian buddies. They each have 1 win in the PLCS this season. So congrats to both of them, and I'm sure that the country of Brazil are very excited to see these 2 race here this season, representing them in the PLCS. And they'll both be in the play, and I think they're both in the playoffs if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, they're doing pretty good. They're doing solid. There's Logan Nieto in the top 20. There is Matt Gomes, I mentioned, in the 18th position. I mentioned him earlier as well. And all the others all competing to win this season, and we see a battle for position between Nathan Ormond and Clay Richardson. Richardson dropped down a couple positions from the looks of it. Not a good run for the 43. Dropped down to 7th, and now is up to 5th. Kyle Gordon going for a top 10 against his own teammate Nathan Ormond. And Ormond's the only one of the Hendrick cars that has won a race this season. He won at Portland, so Ormond could be the only driver from Hendrick to win this season. But still 2 races left in the regular season with 11 laps to go at the Glen. And no one's just been able to catch Daniel Voiles. He has just been dominant so far here at Watkins Glen. No cautions so far here at this track, and we saw a few cautions like last season. Came down to the wire, but near the end, though, it got really crazy. It got real crazy at the end. We might see something. We might see a wild finish here coming up, as we have a caution coming out for the first time. Right on cue with 10 laps to go, there is a caution. Wow! Just when I said there was no caution, the caution lights come on. Oh wow! Where was the caution? Oh, there's a spin. Oh, big crash here. Owen Miles. Owen Miles went around. Gets into the 21 of Mike Hoppus, and he goes flipping. That'll bring out the caution for the first time today at the halfway point. Wow, what a twist. And now, it's on, folks. It is on at the Glen. It is on. And now they're all coming to pit road wisely during the second half of this race. This could decide who wins this race with a pit stop in the middle, and yeah, they'll definitely be good to go till the end right now. So here they come. Everybody to pit road, and this could decide who wins this race with just 9 laps to go. Here we go. Voiles on to pit road. The leaders to pit. Let's see who comes out first. One car out first. I think it's Unleasher Quillies. And it is Unleasher Quillies. He's going with a 2-tire strategy. 53 is out of pit road first. Wow. He's able to outrun Daniel Voiles. So now the question is, will it hold up? Will the 53 be able to hold up against the leaders? So here we go. Unleasher Quillies. He wants to win this race. Here he comes to the green flag. We're back at it again. Owen Miles, Zach Fitzwater. They might have gotten into another accident that I didn't even see, and they're both out of the race. Wow. I just realized they're both out. You kidding me? Here comes Voiles, though, for the lead. Might be the fresher tires. Will the fresher tires work in his favor? Down to the S's. And he's not going to get the run. 53, though, a little bit of wheel hop. Was able to get through the 3, but the 3 is trying to fight back up high. See if he gets him right here. Here he comes. 3-car Daniel Voiles goes for the lead on Unleash Your Quillies into the grass. He makes the pass work. Wow, what a move on Unleash Your Quillies. They were able to get him easily. My goodness. 7 laps remain. Daniel Voiles back in the lead on those fresher tires. A couple cars have to come to pit road again. I think they might have messed up on their strategies. They had to come to pit road again. 7 to go. Daniel Voiles is back in the lead. Unleash Your Quillies' strategy does not work, and he gets passed by Quinn Porter for 3rd place. So the 2-tire strategy just does not work in his favor, and Unleash Your Quillies has dropped way back. 7 to go here for the number 3 car. We'll see if he can make it through. You never know, though. Another caution could come out and could bunch up the field. Coming into 6 laps to go. And we'll see if Daniel Voiles can make it through to the lead. And now Unleash Your Quillies wisely decides to come to pit road. And a lot of other drivers have chosen to come to pit road as well. Guess I'm not sure what's going on. I think they might have, messed up on strategies or something. But the field is separated. Now, do the leaders have to come to pit road at this time? That's going to be the question. That's going to be really unusual if that happens. All those drivers that came to pit road, like, what is going on here? I mean, this is insane. So it's Daniel Voiles in front. Can he hang on though? We'll see if Daniel Voiles can pick up his 5th win of the season here at the Glen. It'd be huge. He'd be 1 away from tying the regular season, tying the record for most wins in a season. Does he have to come to pit road? It doesn't look like he's going to come to pit road. Looks like these guys are good, so I'm not sure why the others decided to come to pit road behind him. It's kind of weird. It's very unusual. Might be waiting for a strategy call or something. I have no clue. I have never ever had to deal with this kind of a mess here anywhere. But it's a 3-car battle for the lead. Quinn Porter's trying everything he can to get by the 19. Quinn Porter looking to go back-to-back. He won last weekend in Michigan on pit strategy. Now he's trying to replicate his win from Michigan last weekend. He knows he can't mess up here. He knows he's right behind the 19. Here he comes. Can he go for the 2nd spot? Here comes Porter. Does he have the run? Can he get him? See if the 23 can clear the 19 on this corner. And he does. Gets him on the corner. Clears the 19. He takes 2nd place away. Now he has his eyes set on Daniel Voiles. 4 laps to go here at the Glen. Will the 23 be able to catch the 3 car and go back-to-back in wins? Voiles is just knocking on the door, trying to get his 5th win of the season here today at the Glen. Porter started on the pole, I believe, and then he slowed up at the start, and he just didn't get a good start. Now he's trying to come from behind and win from pole position. Four to go here at the Glen. And 23 is trying everything he can to catch the 3 car. And he's right behind him. He is right behind him on his tail. Might have a chance to pass him on this corner. He's got lap traffic ahead. That is Mike Coppice in the number 21. He's going on the high line. Oh, he's trying to pull the crossover move on the bottom for Voiles. Voiles goes a little off the track. They're side by side. 3 car has the edge on the bottom, though. He has the advantage on the bottom, and he gets by, and he keeps the lead. 3 laps remaining. Knows he can't mess up here. They're approaching Mike Coppice, the lap car. Will he play a factor in who wins this race? This still could end in overtime. Porter right behind Voiles. Here he comes. Does he make the move on the S's? Here we go. Trying to outbrake him. 3 car gets the braking advantage. Onto the wheel hop. And the 3 car able to shake him off for now. Trying to catch to Mike Coppice. Maybe try to use him as a pick right here. Okay. Down to the wire. 23 right behind him. 2 laps to go. They've caught up to Coppice. What will they do now? Oh boy. Quint Porter gonna back off a little bit. He's out of gas. And Hayden Stringer leads. Hayden Stringer takes the lead with 2 to go. Are you kidding me? I thought they were gonna have enough to finish this race. Oh my gosh. Hayden Stringer leads, and I don't believe it. It looked like that they were gonna pull away and win this race, but Stringer is in the lead, and he's gonna have to try to get past Mike Coppice now, the lap car. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? What a shocking twist here going on as Hayden Stringer is looking to win here in the PLCS, trying to get his first career win. Hayden Stringer is trying to get his first career win and trying to give Joe Gibbs only the second driver from Joe Gibbs to win a race, I believe, this season, if he does it. Into the white flag. 1 lap to go. Does he have enough? He's going to stay out. He's going to try to stretch the fuel. The white flag waves with 1 lap to go for Hayden Stringer. Does he have enough? Maxwell is out of gas. Nicky Maxwell's out of gas. And Maxwell Smart will take second. 1-2 right now for Joe Gibbs. But does Hayden Stringer have enough fuel? I think he was one of the drivers that pitted early. This is interesting. This is a bizarre finish here. We're going to finish this under green. Oh my goodness. Who would have thought this came down to fuel strategy? Down the final turns here. The S's one more time for Hayden Stringer. Is he going to hold off the pack and win here on fuel mileage? Does he have the gas? He's still got the gas. He still has it. Just a few more turns left. Does he have enough fuel? Down the final corner, he can just pretty much coax from there. Into the final turns, he's going to stretch it all the way. Hayden Stringer off the final corner. Here he comes. He'll take the checkers. And Hayden Stringer is going to win at the Glen. Hayden Stringer takes the win at Watkins Glen on fuel strategy. And he makes it work. What a win for Hayden Stringer. Who would have thought he would be on top here today? Hayden Stringer wins it here at the Glen on fuel strategy. That is amazing. That is just phenomenal. What a win for Hayden Stringer. He takes the win here today on fuel mileage at the Glen in the number 19 car. Wow, what a race that was, folks. It looked like Daniel Voiles was on his way to his 5th win of the season, and then it came down to fuel strategy, and at the end it was Hayden Stringer that took home the victory here today at the Glen. And he's out of gas already. He's in the grass. He just ran out of gas. So he can celebrate. He can breathe easy now because he has a win, and it looks like he's doing donuts in the sand. Oh, he's doing donuts. Cool. Hayden Stringer, what a celebration. He is going to be celebrating here today as he takes the victory at Watkins Glen. And what a win for that 19 team. A much needed victory for them at the Glen to maybe get them in the playoffs. So we'll check out the points and see who's in the playoffs and who currently sits behind the cutoff line. So we'll be back and we'll show you the playoffs coming up, the playoff standings coming up. Alrighty guys, it's the moment you've been waiting for. It's time to show you the regular season points heading into our season finale at Daytona. Matt Gomes is currently the regular season points leader at 13 points above Hayden Stringer. That win put Stringer into second into the regular season points. Both drivers are in the playoffs though with one win each, so they're in. Gomes and Stringer, they're both into the playoffs with a win. Isaiah Bernesh currently sits in third. He's 15 points back. He can still win the regular season title as well. Two wins under his belt, and he's definitely in the playoffs. Coda Butcher, Allison Rain, they don't have any wins this season. They could knock one winner out of the playoffs and put themselves in with a win in the regular season finale. Butcher, Rain, Roy, they have a chance to make the playoffs. Daniel Voiles has 4 wins, and he is currently sitting 7th in terms of the standings, but he can still win the regular season title. Nathan Ormond, 37 points back with a win, and he's in with a win in the playoffs. Draven Sand is 9th, but no wins. He needs a win. He needs to win to get in the playoffs. Maxwell Smart already has a win this season. Already with 1 win so far in the playoffs. Owen Miles and Samad Oskan, they're in. They each have a win so far. It looks like it's safe to say they might be in the playoffs. Ronald Maravilla has 1 win. Garrett Albertson has 2. Albertson's definitely in the playoffs. And Sergio Suarez, Quinn Porter, they might need a little bit more help in order to keep their playoff spot. Alexander Rowe and JP Lataro, they still need a little help as well to get in the playoffs and to ensure their spots in the playoffs. Giovanni Castillo actually has 2 wins this season. However, he's 26 in the points. He really needs to get out of the top. He needs to get in the top 30 to make it to the playoffs, no matter how many wins he has. But he might need a little bit more points than 380 right now is currently sitting. And Dmitry Baranovsky currently owns the final spot to transfer among the winners this season. But it could still be Cassie Reynolds taking over Baranovsky, and they're 3 points separated between the two. So there's going to be some mix and matching between the two. So we'll keep an eye on those two in the regular season finale, as they could be the final drivers in the playoffs. Juan Rodriguez, I mentioned, he won at Pocono. However, because he's in a part-time ride, he is not eligible to make the playoffs, so he is sitting right there in 39th. And all the rest of the drivers in this field, as you see on your screen. And the cutoff right now, it's win and get in. Simple as that. As you can see here, the one that is on the chopping block right now is Dmitry Baranovsky. He owns the final transfer spot into the playoffs. He could be knocked out if a driver ahead of him in points wins the race at Daytona. So Baranovsky, he's hoping that one of the drivers in front of him that already has a win gets a win here at Daytona, and hopes that a unique winner that's ahead of him in points does not overtake him in the final race of the regular season. So he's hoping that will be in his favor. So Baranovsky owns the final spot to transfer into the playoffs. It's simply win and get in. So it looks like all are staying in the top 30. All the race winners this season. Baranovsky, though, is 3 points behind Reynolds. So if Reynolds does better than Baranovsky, Reynolds could get in the final spot in the playoffs. And if any of the drivers behind them, they get a win and get more points than all the others in front of them, they could get in the top 30 and they could lock their spots in the playoffs. A lot of big names have yet to win this season. Allison Rain, Rich Roy, Draven Sand, Coda Butcher among notables. If they win, they could knock Baranovsky out of the playoffs. So a lot could happen here at Daytona in the regular season finale. And a regular season title is on the line here, as Matt Gomes owns the lead by 13 points over Hayden Stringer. And yeah, regular season battle, we're going to keep our eyes on that one as well. So that is all the point standings here today at heading into Daytona, our regular season finale. So until next time, we will see you later.